Hello friends. So my friend in Georgia is now starting school. Today was the first day and that was like kind of freaked me out because we have a month left, at least in my state or my county. So I thought maybe I should start getting like the show on the road and stuff like that. So I've started that shit. But I have some advice for people who haven't gone to high school who maybe be watching, and like advice for high school, or at least what I've realized helps a lot. So my advice every time is make a friend in your lunch block, because then you'll always have somebody to sit with if your friends aren't there, if you can't find your friends. Of course, our school releases a lunch schedule before, so we always like freak out and plan everything once we get our schedules. We're like, oh my god, who do I have lunch with, and all this stuff. So if your school doesn't do that, make a friend within the lunch block so then you have a friend to sit with. And it won't be awkward and alone with your little book in the corner and you feel like everybody's staring at you. So, at least in my school, you're allowed to have phones because it's a BYOT school, which is bring your own technology. So we're allowed to use phones whenever we want and stuff like that. So I have, instead of carrying around your schedule and looking like a noob, I did freshman year, put your schedule as your lock screen, so then you're like glancing at your phone. It doesn't look weird, but you're actually looking for your classes. And that helps a lot. I do that for the first like 2-3 weeks. Even if I know my schedule, I'll keep it on there just in case, because sometimes I'm like, oh my god, wait, what is it? And then I do know it, but I don't think I do, and I freak out in the hallway. It's easy, you just pick up your phone, you look at it, and it's like, oh, class 301 or something like that. Go into your school's website and then pick, like print out the sheet and then like circle some clubs that you want to do. Out of all those clubs, try to join them, or at least join a sport. Because I've only joined one club, and I haven't made any friends from that club, but I know that you can with other, like my friend in robotics, she made so many friends. The other friend in robotics made another friends. So like, you become really close, especially if it's like a teamwork kind of club. I joined National Art Honor Society, so it's like you sit there, you talk, but you don't become friends, but you're all like, oh, that person's pretty chill, and stuff like that. So do that and you have more friends. The only thing is, try not to make friends with someone above your age, because they will become a senior and they will leave you. And you know what? Seniors, don't make friends below your age, because that sucks too. It just sucks being a senior, okay? Don't make any friends in high school, but also make all the friends. So my first mistake was I was on vacation for volleyball tryouts freshman year, and so I was always afraid, because at least in my school it's highly competitive. So for highly competitive sports, try out freshman year. Even if you don't get in, then you feel more comfortable, you know the process, you know the coach, try and get next year. Or go to clinics and stuff like that, because I didn't do it, and so I just gave up. I was like, screw this. And then I found out I hated most of the people, so it turned out okay. Maybe it was like a sign, but I don't really know. But go ahead and try out. I'm forcing all the freshmen that I know to try out for sports, even if they don't know if they like that sport, especially since most of the sports that they're trying out for are not competitive, because it's not football or volleyball, which is highly competitive at our school. It just got really dark. Freshman year, work really hard in your classes, don't slack off, because it gets harder every year. And everyone's like, oh no shit, but like junior year sucks ass. My GPA dropped. Your GPA will most likely drop. So if you get ahead freshman year with like a 4.0, it's or like a high above 3.5, it's pretty good. Get ahead on that, and then so when you get the drop, at least in junior year or any other year, then it's not a big deal, because if you have like a 3.0 and then it drops, that is kind of not okay. I know some schools don't, but my school does have study hall, where it's just like an hour, it's a whole class, I'm not going to give you exact time, it's a class where you just sit and you do your work. Do your work, because I haven't had really homework at home, because I've done all my work productively in that hour and a half, and it was pretty sweet, because I got home and I could watch TV or do whatever I felt like. Take as many AP classes as reasonable. I mean, come on. You don't want to overload yourself. Like, I had a friend who took 4 APs and that was too much, and then they had all the APs in one day, which sucked for them. And so please be reasonable and know your limits, but take as many AP classes. It looks good. It shows them that you're worthy. Some of them are worth it, some of them aren't. It's okay if you drop out of them. It's not a big deal. Nobody really cares. You're like, oh, okay, you dropped out. You're not stupid. It's like, I don't care either. I would have dropped out if I would have. Also, if your school offers DE, which is dual enrollment with a community college, definitely take it, because that's free community college classes. That's free college classes. And so if you fuck up a little bit, yeah, I'll be on a college transcript, but at least you're not paying for it. Definitely come in the morning for help. I mean, it sucks. Afternoons are more preferable, but do it. I mean, it sucks being behind in class and not know you're doing it, what you're doing, and the teacher is, I mean, some of the teachers are really scary, but they're really helpful most of the time. I had one teacher who wasn't helpful, and then I just didn't come in the mornings anymore, but that makes sense though, because why to go to waste your time with an unhelpful teacher? This is pretty obvious. Be sick as little as possible. Our school is basically an online school now because they post all their assignments online, so if you're home alone, so if you're homesick, it's not a big deal, but it still kind of sucks because math class is the hardest to make up online, and because they don't upload the lecture, they just upload the notes, so you don't know the process of getting from there to there. Have one day of the week where it's like a self-care week, so you just do nothing, you do something that you look forward to, especially on like Fridays, Mondays, or Wednesdays. I find them the best days to do it. Like Monday, be like, okay, I'm gonna go see a movie. Wednesday, go over to your friend's house and study. Friday, knock yourself out, whatever you like to do, I don't really know. Go to the bookstore. And well, probably not the most economically smart decision, but yeah, have something where you look forward to because it'll make it less unbearable, more bearable for you. And that helps a lot. I found that really helpful because I was always stressed and I was like, okay, Friday is the day I do nothing and the day I deserve to do nothing, where I can play Pokemon all day and I don't have to study. Also, when it comes to electives, take an elective you want, not because it looks good. Like, electives will become like the best thing. You will look forward to your electives, and you want to look forward to your electives. Like when I took band, I looked forward to it. Like the reason why I came to school, cause even when I hated everything, was because of band class, and I really enjoyed it. And then I stopped enjoying it, so I dropped it. And I did interior design, which I enjoyed a lot. So it becomes it makes school way more bearable for just you in general, and it'll be like a stress reliever almost. So it's like, okay, I have a really stressful class, now I'm going to a fun class that I enjoy, that's because electives are typically really hard to fail, unless you're really trying to fail. But otherwise, yeah, I hope that helps a lot. That's just my wisdom for you, that I'm sure is pretty self-explanatory, but I mean, when I was going through it, I didn't really think that far ahead. Be like, oh, my elective classes, this looks really good, I'll do it, instead of like, enjoy yourself. Treat yourself. Anyways, yeah, I hope that helps. Maybe next week I'll do fun horror stories. Actually, I probably won't do horror stories next. Maybe if I don't have any more ideas. But I have many high school horror stories. Because I have a really weird school. I know everyone's like, I have a really weird school, but I have some things that are just like, what the fuck? And compared to at least most of the schools in my county, where everyone's just a SoundCloud rapper. So, you know, maybe it'll be interesting. Yeah, bye.